Rachel, and today I am back with a video inside of my Moterm. I'm going to do some memory planning. This video is going to be in collaboration with Princess Honey on YouTube. We've decided to collab and to both use the same kit. We're going to use the Head in the Clouds kit from Josephine Bow Designs. I'm going to do a memory planning spread in mine, and Caroline is going to do some forward planning, I believe, in her personal wide rings. So I'll leave the description to Caroline's channel or the video in the description down below, and you can go over and check that video out and check out all her other videos as well. She does pretty much the same types of things that you will find over here. We've got Plan With Me's. She's in a few different sizes of planners. You'll find, what is she in at the moment? She's a bit like me and flips between planners quite a bit. But I believe at the moment she's in personal wide, in Hobonichi Cousin for memory planning, and I think she was in Stalogy, but she might have just finished that. But yeah, I'll leave the link to that video down below, and you can go and find Caroline's video over there. So I'll just do a quick flip of what we've got here. We have got, this is the full kit, so we have got the 8 full boxes. We have got some half and quarter boxes. We've got this gorgeous washi, and this is holographic foiled as well, this kit, which is, as you know, my favourite. Then we've got some ombre checklists, and we've got the ones that have got 6 and the one that's got 3, and I love it when shops do that. Then we've got the headers and the icons. And we've got some date covers and some trackers as well. So now I'm doing a memory planning spread, like I said, if I can actually find where I'm supposed to be. And as you know, if you watch my videos when I'm doing memory planning spreads, I like to be quite far behind. And the reason for that is quite simply because sometimes for me, sticking stickers in this diary, or just messing about in my planner, is a bit like therapy, and some days I just need it, and I like to have enough spreads to be able to go, do you know what, I'm just gonna play it in my planner. And if I want to sit for the day and just do 2 or 3 spreads whilst watching some box set on Netflix just to ease my mind, that is what I'll do. That is the simple reason why I like to be a few, quite more than a few actually, weeks behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refer to my Hobonichi, because I did put a little tab in. But what I need to figure out is, I can't remember if I moved it last time I did a spread. So this was the 27th of, yeah, so I've done this week, because you can see the 1st and the 2nd and the 1st and the 2nd there. So we are actually on this week here. So I'll give you a quick look of how this turned out in my Hobonichi, and then I'm going to use that to refer back and do a more detailed memory spread. So we're going to start off with whiting out the date covers. Now, these inserts are just the ones that I use from Justinia's Printables. You've seen me use these a few times, and I'm sure that you saw that I had the personal wide version of these as well. These are my favourite kind of inserts. I don't know what's going on with this tape today. It seems to be a bit, what's the word? A bit naughty. It doesn't want to lie down flat. I don't know why it's doing that, because it looks flat in the little dispenser. How weird. Never mind. Right, so we've whited those out. They do actually have like a pink letter at the front. I'm not too fussed about whiting that out really well, because I mean, you can see some bits of it sticking out there. It's a light colour that these date covers are going to go over with ease, so I'm not too bothered. So I'm going to do what I always do, and I am going to just sort of create a little bit of a washi decoration sort of thing down here, because I don't need to put any trackers down there. I don't need to put any checklists down there or anything, because like I said, this is a memory planning spread, which means that the weeks are already gone. So let's find the washi. Here we go. I'm not going to need to pull any extra washi from my collection. I've got more than enough in here. I think what I'm going to do is use the thicker one and then go down to that smaller one there as well. So let's get going. I have a feeling that this is going to be a long video. I don't know why. I'm just feeling a bit chatty, but I hope, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys doing? So this is the week of the 3rd of August to the 9th of August, and today is actually, one second while I look at my watch, the 17th of November. So I'm quite a bit behind, and I don't know what you'll think of my explanation of why I'm so far behind, but I mean, that genuinely is. Oh no, don't stick. That genuinely is why I like to keep that week. So I have just made a little bit of a boo-boo, and I have made a mark on that washi. But what I'm going to do is turn it around, because I can use some decoration or cover it with the full box that I'm going to put down there. I feel like this is sticking all, it's very sticky, this sticker. If I can get that down there like that. Then I can straighten up with a bit more precision, put it down. I was all fingers then, I don't know what I was doing. And there we go, perfect. We've got a little bit of gap there, so don't want to use that other bit because it's a bit too thick. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look in my washi box, which I've got here, and I'm just going to see if I've got a thin washi that will go nicely. I feel like this one will, and it's holographic foiled as well. This is just one from Simply Gilded. The chances are that I picked this up in a sub box. Now I've said that, I don't think I did. I think I picked this up in an order. That's going to go absolutely perfectly, so we will use that. Whoops. Just going to try and concentrate and get this on straight, guys. There we go. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I mean, I could have used the thicker one, but I didn't really want to have all the clouds on this one and then do clouds on the top of it. I like it when it looks sort of like a layered effect like that. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm just going to trim it off because it does look a little bit messy right now, but that is no bother. We can fix that quickly. I'm going to lean on my little piece of paper. So I'm just going to do a quick trim at the top to straighten it up and a quick trim at the bottom. And then that's that bit done. Let me just make sure I'm straight. I'm just eyeballing this. There is no definite measurement to this is straight. We're just doing what we always do over here and winging it. I've lost my tweezers. Did I even have my tweezers? Here we go. Oh, this has ripped the paper a little bit. Never mind, I'm not bothered. I'm going to fix it with a glitter header, I think. So what I'll do down here then is I'll just trim the washi. The actual Simply Gilded washi, because I know that'll come up fine. That's fine. I'm not really sure why that ripped the paper. Never mind. I'm going to put a glitter header over the top of it anyway, because I think that will just fix that. No bother. Are they going to be correct size? Which one shall I use? Which one shall I use? Or shall I go for a glitter header? See what glitter headers I've got in here. Maybe I've got some purple ones. Oh, they're pretty. Not the right colour, but oh, what about one of these? Oh, I'm going to use those. I feel like that will just jazz it right up. I think I'm going to have to do a bit of sticker surgery here as well and just pop two, and it's going to need an extra little bit, isn't it? Because it's just a tad wider. So these are from Blossom Nose Co, as you can see. And I'm just going to chop a tiny bit off the end of this one. And if I do it that way, because that's a straight edge. Oh, did you hear my daughter sneeze in the background then? Perfect. Oh, I quite like that actually. Perfect, right. So let's make a decision which full box we're going to use down at the bottom. And I quite like the idea of using the main one that says Head in the Clouds. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys are all well. I don't really have too much to talk to you about, to be honest, because not much is going on with us being in lockdown at the moment, is it? I finally had my door fixed properly, and then I can't remember when I last spoke to you, but I had the window guy come back out, as I told you, and then it leaked again, and then I don't think I told you this bit, but Chris and I were sat watching the television the other night, and we just heard this massive bang, and my son has a, it's not a bunk bed as in it's got two beds, it's got a couch underneath, but it's the height of a bunk bed. And we thought they'd fallen out of his bed, so we're running around to go and make sure that he was all right, and he was absolutely fine. My daughter was fine, so like, what on earth was that bang? And then we realised that the guttering had just fallen off. It had fallen off and hit the corrugated roof on our porch, and it was just like, oh, what is going on? One thing after that, it was real windy, like really, really windy. Yeah, and it just blew off. So the guy's coming back to do another job on the window because obviously he's still trying to discover what's going on. And I did let him know, and he said, oh, well, I'm up my ladders, I'll stick it back up. So upset, yeah. It's fine. At this point, like, little things keep happening, and I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm like, whatever. And it's not even a case of people are doing jobs badly. It's not that. It seems to be an absolute mystery of what is going on with this window. And he's trying, like, the workman that we've got is really good. And he comes and he gets up there and he's done 2 or 3 jobs on it. He's replaced the window pane that was inside of it. And that didn't help. And then he sealed up all the outside bits with the silicone. That didn't help. Then he's been up and taken all the guttering down, all the old cast iron guttering, and he's put brand new guttering up and made sure that it was level with the neighbours, because he said ours was like a centimetre higher than the neighbours, which could possibly have meant that it wasn't overflowing properly. So we sorted that out, and that didn't sort it. So I think he's just a bit at a loss of what the problem with this is. But when the bit of guttering fell down, and it wasn't a bit of guttering that he had touched either, it wasn't his fault, that was genuinely because of the wind. I just had to laugh. I was like, I honestly don't believe this. You just couldn't write it. You could not write it. But I think I'm at the point now where if I didn't laugh, I think I'd have a bit of a breakdown. So yeah, that's that's where I'm at the moment. Just realised I've got some gorgeous headers on this side as well. So yeah, aside from that, there's not really too much going on at the moment to talk to you guys about. We've been watching some good TV. Chris has gone back to work now. He had a week off. And we've been watching, he made me watch all of the Star Wars film, which I actually really enjoyed. But yeah, it's just me now. Kids at school, not today though, because it's Saturday today, but kids at school. And there's just not much going on. So not much to report, I'm afraid. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this bottom bit of washi that we've got here. Now obviously these kits are designed for the coil bound planners that you can get that have the space on the bottom. So that's what this smaller strip would normally be for, but I quite like to pop it over the bottom of the weekend. I'm being conscious now to make sure that it doesn't stick to that paper again. I'm just going to pop that under there like that, and then I can chop and it won't rip the paper up. Whoop. I'm always a bit light-handed with my slice tool because I'm afraid of going through the paper. Right, so, and then we've got a weekend banner that I did see somewhere on here. So I'm using vertical inserts. But from the last video of Caroline's that I watched, which was her last plan with me in her rings, I believe that she's using vertical inserts, I think you would call them. Oh, no, she's not. I'm telling a lie. She is using daily pages. So let's just make sure that this is straight. Yeah, she is using daily pages. So you've got the first page that has got the weekly overview on it, sort of similar to a Hobonichi Weeks layout. And then the rest of it is a day to a page. So I'm really excited to go and watch Caroline's video and to see how she is using this kit. And I think that it's really nice that we're both using it in different ways as well. I always find that I have quite a bit left over in these kits, and I can get myself a print press and week spread out of it as well, which I really love. So yeah, interested to see Caroline's spread. So let's move on to sorting the weeks out now. Do I want to put headers on? Do you know what I do? I want to go over with all the headers. Let's just go a bit mad with the hollow. And we'll put one of these headers on each day. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I mean, you might be thinking, wow, Rach, that's a lot of foil. That is a lot of foil. But you know what? I'm just feeling like that today. I am just feeling glitzy, and I mean, I'm not feeling glam. I don't look very glam. I've got a very old mum jumper on. And I think there's a bit of toothpaste on my top as well. But I'm in my mindset. My mindset is very glam today. We're going to use all the glitz and all the glitter and all the hollow, and we're going to love it. that's all the glitter headers on, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. My daughter has just come in with a blue pen and a piece of paper that she's been doing letters on, and literally all I did was take the paper off her and say, oh, that looks really good, and somehow I've got covered in pen. I don't know if that was on at the beginning of the video, but if it's just suddenly appeared and you're like, what happened there? That's what that is. She's really into drawing her name and everybody's name and the dog's names and all sorts of things like that. She'll like, but she's doing that really funny thing that kids do when they're learning, and they go like, dog, bit Otmer. Do you know, when they just say a completely wrong set of letters? It always makes me chuckle. And it's quite normal as well. My job, before I had kids, I was a nursery nurse, and I remember them always doing that. And it's always made me giggle as well. So the first sticker that I'm going to put down is the bin day one. This is a sheet from Blossom Nose Co. And it says on it just pink. So I'm not sure whether or not you can get that sheet in the grey colour scheme as well, but it might be worth going over and having a look if that's the colours that you'd be looking for. Right, so it's time to put down a full box. Let's have a look what we've got. I'm very conscious now that I don't get that all over the pages. Let me just use a bit of anti-bac and it might come off if I'm lucky. And if it doesn't come off, then it's not going to come off, is it? Oh, it has come off quite a bit. That's literally mum life, guys. 1 minute things are fine and the next minute there's blue pen everywhere. Right, so because we're quite decorative over here, I'm just going to choose one of the plainer boxes, and I think I'm going to go for this one here. Now these stickers are not removable, so I need to be careful. There we go. Could have been straighter, but never mind. I mean, I could get my undo and sort that out, but do you know what? I think in the last video that I did, or it might have been the one before, we had enough faffing with the undo, didn't we? When I messed up that full page. Oh dear. Right, so there wasn't much going on this day. I've got that I was watching MasterChef Australia, and I've just realised that, what did I say the date of that was? The 3rd of August, and I still haven't finished that series of MasterChef Australia, and we're in November today. So yeah, I need to, something to watch today actually, nothing else to do with my time, have I? So we can catch up on that. So let me just get my pen and then I can write that down. I need something to scribble on, I need a bit of scribbly paper. What have I got next to me that I can scribble on? This will do. This is just a letter. Did anybody else get, so I've had a COVID test, not because I've had symptoms or anything. It was that, 1 second, I can't write, MasterChef Australia. Oh, I think my pen might be running out a bit, and I've just realised that I've just spent Australia wrong as well. I'm going to have to get that up. Oh, I'm so ridiculous. Yeah, I got called for one of those voluntary participation research programs, you know, for COVID. I presume that they are trying to see what people's numbers are, or maybe it's helping for a vaccine, I'm not sure. But I did that, funnily enough, last night, right? And that's my first COVID test that I've had. And obviously it was an at-home one. I couldn't bring myself to do it myself, so Chris did it for me. And funnily enough, he works up at our local hospital, as I've said before, which means that he has had to, in a managerial position as well in his departments, which means that he's had to administer the tests for some of the people that he works with. So lucky for me, he was quite good at doing it for me, but without, I hope this doesn't make anybody else gag, but without being too disgusting, it was the worst thing that I've ever been through, and I couldn't help it, but like completely gag. I was absolutely gagging, and I kept having to say, I was pulling his hand away out of my throat. How do we spell Australia? That's it, isn't it? Is that it? If it's not that and you're shouting at your screen, I'm truly sorry. Must be very frustrating. I'm not wasting another sticker. That is fine. Yeah, so I just couldn't help it. So it gives you the instructions of how you have to do it, and you have to put it like in the back of your throat near your tonsils, and you put it as far as you can, and then you have to twirl it 10 times on the one tonsil and 10 times on the other. And it was all that I could do to not be sick. It was a good job. It was a good job that I hadn't eaten recently, because I think I would have actually vomited on him. And I was like, afterwards, I'm like, I'm really, really sorry. That is not the most glamorous you've ever seen me. And do you know what the cheeky sod said? He was like, I think I've seen you worse. I was like, wow, that's not funny. I didn't ask him what, because I think I would have got annoyed. I didn't ask him. I presume it was something to do with the childbirth. I would hope that was, because I can't think of any other situation where we might have thought I've been any worse than that. I'm just looking now for a washing. It says that I did a little bit of laundry, so I'm just looking for a washing sticker. I do have a few in here. But these are not the right colours. That's not the right colour. One of these would go, wasn't it? So these will, oh, what am I talking about? These are, I'm going to say these will be, no they are. These are from Brooke Eva Prints, and I think I'm going to put it over to the side, and I know that in the back of this book I've got some laundry stickers. So I'm going to put a laundry sticker down with it. I've got one up here. These were just from a Happy Planner book. There we go. So that is Monday done with. Let's move on to Tuesday. So on Tuesday it says that I defragged my computer. And you might think, like, why would you write that down? But I mean, that's always handy to know when you last did it. Mine is not that old. My computer is maybe 18 months old. But then again, I suppose in technology time, actually, that is quite old. But it runs okay. It takes all the updates. It's not too bad. But you just, I mean, especially doing YouTube and taking pictures for Instagram and things like that, I do end up having a lot of stuff that ends up in the recycle bin. Defrag laptop. Yeah, so I suppose it does need a bit of a clean up every now and again. So then it's handy to know when the last time you did that was. I've got a little computer sticker here. I wonder if I've got one in a nicer colour that would go a little bit better with this kit. We'll just have a quick flip and see, and if not I will go with that one because it's not too bad. Oh, this one here will do nicely. I'm not sure where that's from. That will be from a sampler that I've had at some point. And we can just pop that. Where are we going to pop that? Maybe up the top there. Goes over the header a little bit, but I don't mind. Next, I'm going to use one of these headers just to use a little bit of the space up. I'm going to use one of these ones, and I'm going to choose a dark purple one because we've got quite a lot of pink up the top there now. And then there we go. So after that it says that I chilled out on the couch and watched some more Cutting It. Sorry, I can't remember what I was talking about in that last clip, but she wouldn't let me. I said, come and let me show what you've done, but she wouldn't let me put the camera. But my daughter has just coloured herself blue with a felt tip. She is blue hands, blue arm, and then she turned around to look at me and she's got like a blue, she looks like she's got a black eye. It's really faded, so what I think she's done is rubbed her face with her eye. So I had to go and sort that out and give her a bath, but yeah, so it's been that long now since I was filming this, I can't remember. I think, looking at my diary, I was putting that I'd watched some Cutting It, so I'm going to put that down, and if it wasn't that, I am sorry. I don't know what's going on today. It's just one of those days, I think. Just one of those days. So I'm going to use one of these video... Oh, do you see? I need to stop. I need to stop filming and just breathe, I think. No, we're fine. We're good. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, my tweezer is stuck. Oh, my tweezer is really stuck. There we go. Right, so we can put down that I watched Cutting It. Down there. And I have got some little TV icons from the Crescent Planner, which I really like using. These ones are not foiled, they are just black and they are on clear sticker paper, which I really like. I'm going to have to reorder them because, as you can see, I've enjoyed using those. And then I need to put down my full box before I forget. And I think I will use, which one? They're all so beautiful. Let's go with this light purple shooting stars one. And we can pop that down there. And then next up, I have got that I did a face mask. So I'm just going to use one of these smaller quarter boxes. And I'm going to pop that down like so. And then in my little reusable sticker album, I've got some face mask stickers. I definitely have because I've seen them. I'm getting so much in here, I'm getting lost on what I've got sometimes, but I definitely know that I've seen these face mask stickers recently. I'm sure I have. I'm sure I have. Where are they? There, we've got one there. So these are just Dot the Bear, whoops, doing a face mask from Paper K. So we can pop him down there, chilling out. Okay, so now on Wednesday I want to put my full box up near the top because on Tuesdays it was down below. And I'm going to use the one that's got the clouds on it, the purple one with the clouds on it. I love the colours of this kit, it's so gorgeous. Right, so we are on to Wednesday. Wednesday says that I went and did a big shop at Aldi. So we can easily put that down. I'm going to write it here on the side because I want to use one of my Panda Bear stickers. I have some cute little stickers from Plan to Stitch Planning. And it's a Panda Bear, whoops, with 2 grocery bags. Can't remember if I put them in my book or if I think they're in the back of this. Oh, actually, no, I think they are in here. Yeah, these ones. I think these are really cute, and I'm part way through that sheet as well, which is nice. I like it when you use, you know, I used to really hoard my stickers and not want to use them, but now I feel quite accomplished when I get quite far. Sorry, that's my dog. Like when I get quite far through a sticker sheet, I get quite excited that I might get to reorder it. Next up, I need to mark down that I did a destash on Facebook, and again I want to use a header just to use a bit of that space up. I'm going to use one of these gorgeous light pink ones. And then I think what I'm going to do is one of these quarter boxes, and I'm sure I've got some stickers that say destash time. I'm going to put that over there, like so. Let's have a look in the back of here. I think I've got some Brooke Eva Prince ones. Or I did have, I'm not sure actually if I used, I've got one left. Oh no, I've got some up there as well, I'm good. So these ones are from Brooke Eva Prince. I'm going to put destash time over there, and then I'm wondering if I can get one of these small 3-box. I think I can. I'm going to get one of these small 3-box checklists down here because I have marked down that I did some cleaning, and I've done the same thing. I've used 3 checklists and I've marked that on there. So I'm going to do that in here as well. I've got a tiny little to clean sticker, which is from a Happy Sherpa Papery Hobonichi Weeks kit, I think. And if I put that down there, I have got that I cleaned the kitchen. I have got that I cleaned the toys. And that I also went through my planner cart. Speaking of my planner cart, actually, I think I might do another, I was going to say a flip through. It's not a flip through, is it? A tour of my planner cart, because whilst the order of things on there are the same, there is definitely a lot of things that have changed on my planner cart. So I thought that could be something fun that we could do and have a look at. So moving on to Thursday, I'm going to put my deco box up at the top. And then I have got one of those big paper shire flat lays that's got a laptop on it because I answered some emails. Oh, and I've got another one there. I'll just use that one. I wonder if I have a script sticker that says emails. I bet I don't, because it's not something that I mark very often. I don't think that I do, but it's not, I'm not too bothered. I can leave it, no, I don't think I do. I can leave it blank. I'm not too bothered about that. I'll know what that's marking because I don't really do anything else on my laptop. And then next to that, I have got that I needed to text Ken because I was putting my Avon order in. So I'm going to use one of these half boxes. And then I'm going to use this telephone that I saw in here before. I think there was a little picture of a mobile. I'm sure there was. This one. And if I stick that down there, oh, that's cute. Then I can just write Ken Avon. Oh, I like that. That's really cute. And then I'm going to put a header underneath. My Avon guy is so sweet. So he is sort of like a granddad type of guy. If you look at him, you would think he was somebody's cute little granddad. And he ended up, so to start off with, we lived in a different house and he was my Hermes driver. Now I know how people feel about Hermes and they are really, really rubbish, but I got lucky. My Hermes driver, my Ken, was always amazing. And at the time when we first met him, I was pregnant with Paige. And he was really friendly. He was always asking how I was. And then when she was born, he showed an interest in her. You know, he was just really sweet. And then we moved house and I didn't see him for ages. And then one day I saw him near my new house and he was like, oh, what are you doing around here? And I was like, oh, I live here. And he was like, oh, well, guess what I do now? I do Avon, which I just thought was really funny. So yeah, he comes quite often, drops me a book off, and I buy a few presents for people from him. And he came yesterday as well, funnily enough, because I had an order to put in for some Christmas presents, and he brought me, I'll show you actually, because it's just super, super sweet. He brought me this, just a little tea light candle with some tea lights in it. And he was like, oh, I might not see you too soon before Christmas. I just wanted to give you this. I was like, oh, you're so sweet. So yeah, my Avon guy is the sweetest. And Paige loves him as well because she's grown up like seeing him every few weeks now as well. She gets really excited and she thinks that she doesn't understand the concept of buying things and then he brings them round. She thinks that the things that he brings round are just presents for her. So he'll bring her like, I let her pick stuff out of the books like nail varnish, and they do the frozen detangling things and like that. She loves them. And she thinks that he brings them as presents for her all the time, which is just really, really sweet.
Don't forget Baby Yoda.
What about Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda's not in the Avon book.
Where did you get this for?
That was a present from Ken yesterday.
Aww.
Cute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So we've moved on to Friday and I've just put down our deco box at the bottom and a little header over the top. I have got that I went to see my Nana and Brian, which just made me really sad because I'm not allowed to go and see them at the moment, obviously, and I miss them terribly. On Friday, when I went to pick Paige up from school, before I went to get her, I swung by and I dropped a little bag of scones and a book and a handbag for my Nan that I'd found. And I knocked and waited at the gate. And I got to see them and wave, but it's not the same. I want a hug from my Nana. I miss my Nan. I'm going to use this little heart that's up at the top, and I'm just going to use that as a little bit of decoration down here. And then I've got that I watched MasterChef again, so I am going to mark that down. What have I got left? Let's have a little look. I think I'm going to use one of these page flags, one of these longer ones. Do you think I can write small enough on there? I might just put MasterChef Oz, since we had so much trouble last time spelling MasterChef Australia. Somebody correct me in the comments as well. Let me know. Let me know the correct spelling for that as well. How embarrassing. I'm not normally bad at spelling. That's a bit embarrassing, really. And then I've got that what have I got down here? Oh, we had McDonald's. We had McDonald's, which my kids were very happy about. We did. I'm just going to use, what am I going to use? I'm going to use one of these quarter boxes. I need a purple one because we've got quite a bit of pink on here, haven't we? So I'm going to use this purple one like this, and I'm just wondering what I've got to mark it, because I remember last time I marked down that we'd had a McDonald's, I didn't have too many stickers. I have the paper share ones that I really enjoyed using. I think I've run out. Yeah, I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the burgers and one of the fries from this sheet from Happy Sherpa Papery. That looks quite cute, doesn't it? And then I don't have anything else to write on there, so I'm just wondering whether I've got something that says family time or something like that I can just put underneath. I've got all these pizza night ones. I wish I had some that said takeaway night. I think I'll just use the one that says family dinner. I mean, that's probably meant for like when you have like a roast dinner on a weekend or something. But we all sat down on the floor and watched something on the TV. I can't remember what we watched, but that's usually what we do. I quite like how that's turned out. That's cute. So we'll leave that like that. Then the last thing we've got to do is get the weekend sorted out. So I've got my weekend banner down there at the bottom. Again, I've got that we went to see Nana and Brian on the Saturday. So I'm going to mark, oh, what was that just fell off the table? Did you hear that? I'm going to mark that down. I don't think I have another heart on here. No, I don't. Oh, there's lots of TVs though that I didn't realise I had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these from in here. Now, what colours do we have? We do have these purple. It's not the same foil, but you know I'm not bothered about mixing foils. I don't mind that at all. So I'm going to put that down there. And then, what else do I have? I need my full box. We've got 2 left. I'm going to use the darker one on this side. And then underneath, I just chilled out and watched something on TV. Doesn't say what though, it's just one of those little stickers from Paper K where the bear is sat on the couch. I might have another one, let's have a quick check. I don't know if you can hear my daughter, but she's shouting because she's been learning to write her name and she's shouting through the door that she's written it, which is really sweet. She's spelling out her name, how cute. No, I don't think I have any of Paper K left. Sitting on the couch, chilling out. I believe it was from a sampler. This one's quite cute, isn't it? So I'm going to use that one, I think. And I'm going to layer it over one of these quarter boxes. I really hope you can hear her shouting her name out. It's so cute. Or maybe you'll think that's annoying. I'm sorry if you think that's annoying. Right, and then lastly, we have got Sunday. So we can pop down this box here. I need to move it down a little bit because I don't want to cover up that heart. And then I am just going to use one of these checklist boxes. And if I can find them. Here we go. And I didn't do anything on the Sunday that was noteworthy. So I'm just going to put one of these down and write down the to-dos that I did. So I've popped that box down and I've put a few of the to-dos on, and then my last job that I've got is to find some date dots. I know that I've got lots of beautiful holographic date dots, so let's have a look. What are the dates that I need? The 3rd to the 9th. I'm sure that I've got some star ones somewhere, but I don't know if I've got the 3rd to the 9th. I do. We're going to use these ones then from Happy Scrappy, because I just think they will go really nicely. They are holographic. They're like that holographic crackled glass, I think people call it. I really like that. I love how this has turned out. I can't wait to see how Caroline's has turned out as well. I can't imagine that anyone could go wrong with this kit. I just think it's gorgeous. Well, you can't. That was a silly thing to say, Rach, because you can't go wrong with these stickers, can you? Any stickers, you just do what you want to do because it's your book. But I mean that I bet that they look especially beautiful no matter what you do with them. Oh, a bit of a misprinted one. Oh, I've managed to get it up. These were a freebie in my last order with Happy Scrappy. And they are very cute. To be honest, I don't think they're miscut actually. I just think it's the dodgy way that I'm trying to get them up with the tweezers. And by the way, I've just noticed that my tweezers match. Like, how funny is that? Right, so the last job then is to pop these inserts back in my planner and to see how it all turned out. Okay, so here I've got the pages back in my planner, and I think you'll agree that it's turned out absolutely beautifully. I didn't have too much to write on these days. Obviously, it wasn't a busy week for me, so I'm really pleased that we had all this gorgeous holographic goodness to put down, and I think it just looks amazing. Don't forget to go and check out Caroline's channel, which is Princess Honey. She's one of my favourite planner girls to watch. I've been watching her for a couple of years now, and she was the reason that I ended up going into rings, so I just know that her spread is going to be absolutely gorgeous as well. So do make sure you go and check that video out. I will link it in the description down below. But yeah, that is it for this video. If you watched this video to the end, thank you so much. I hope you're all safe and well. If you like this video, if you give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I'll love you forever, and I'll see you soon. Bye.